Big round of applause for our award recipient, Mr. Garnett Genuis.
Well, thank you so much for this immense honor. It is a joy and a pleasure for me to be with you tonight. And some of you might be wondering, who is this white guy from Alberta who came all the way here for this? So let me start by telling you a little bit about my story. My grandmother, big influence on my life, was a Holocaust survivor. Her father was Jewish, and she was living in Germany during the Second World War. And so growing up, learning about human rights, learning about the pain that had been inflicted on members of my family was a critical part of my political education. My understanding that decisions made by leaders have profound consequences for the well-being of people in their country and in other countries. My grandmother was a joyful, faith-filled, and resilient woman. But she had these memories of immense injustice and pain in her life. And from time to time, when we would ask her, when there were situations, I recall once she came and spoke to the school I was at, we would hear bits and pieces of these stories that would expose how much pain there had been in her background. And yet, because of her faith, because of her optimism, and because she was able to come to this great country, Canada, she was able to overcome, to be resilient, and pass on to us incredible joys and opportunities. Now, after getting elected, I connected with the Tamil community. And I remember the first time I came to a big event here in Toronto. I can't recall exactly what it was. But I was introduced by someone who said, "This is the grandson of genocide survivors coming to speak to genocide survivors." And I thought a lot about that and what it says about our common experience and about the nature of this country. That so many people come here from different places and different backgrounds because of pain and injustice and violence and even genocide that they have experienced in their country of origin. They come here as the sufferers of history, and they come here boldly, with resilience, with optimism, and with hope, that they can build something new in this country, that they don't just need to accept the world as it is, but that they can make a better world for themselves and for their families and for the community back home. That they can become Canadians and they can live here as part of our Canadian family and fight for justice and human rights on the world stage. And I've come to understand that all of us from different experiences and different backgrounds, nonetheless, we have this common experience of resilience, of overcoming, of pushing forward in hope for ourselves and our families. And a belief that Canada, the place where the sufferers of history have become the winners of history, we as Canada have a responsibility to stand for justice on the world stage. Again, not to simply accept things as they are, but to push for more, to demand better, to defend universal human dignity. To think about the experiences of members of our family, to think of the experiences of people like my grandmother. So I can say over the 10 years that I've been a member of Parliament, it has been an honor and a joy to stand with your community, to fight for justice, for reconciliation, to say that Canada must be a voice for universal human dignity on the world stage. That this comes from our experience as peoples from different backgrounds who have nonetheless seen how badly things can go, and as people who are committed to a hope and a vision of a better future. And I'll close by quoting T.E. Lawrence in his dedication, 7 Pillars of Wisdom. He said, "All men dream, but not equally. Some dream at night in the dusty recesses of their mind and awake in the day to realize it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they will act their dreams with open eyes." Thank you very much.